Hello everyone, I'm Ranjan Dhar, co-founder of Nibble Foods, and so we are a manufacturer of healthy snacks based out of Pune, India. So we manufacture snacks made out of roasted nuts and seeds, made of two flavors. So one is the chapati flavor, which is the plain masala flavor, and we also have an organic cheddar cheese flavor. So please do check them out in the description and comment of the video. Uh, and also, our vision and mission is to empower all and especially Gen Next with healthy, sustainable, nutritious, and healthy snacking options, right? Which are healthy and also tasty. Okay, so today I have the pleasure, privilege, and honor of hosting a very important guest, and want to know more about his incredible work in the agriculture and healthcare space. So he is the founder and CEO of SpirulinaHub, an organization which is actively pursuing modern agricultural research and development on the earth's oldest food. So this is going to be a very important topic. So I have already said important two times, so you must understand how important this superfood would be. And I mean, I especially want to know more about it. So I mean, and also just a couple of days back, he has shifted his base from Hyderabad, India, to Copenhagen, Denmark, and is looking to expand the roots of his organization worldwide. So, welcome, Durga sir. Thank you for giving us your precious time.
Thank you, Ranjan. It's pleasure. I mean, to be first of all, I have to say sorry. I've been traveling since from the past 1 week, and I was unable to get connect with you on this podcast. It's really happy to connect with you at finally from Denmark.
Great.
So certainly, when it comes to Spirulina and Spirulina Hub ordination, see the Spirulina, the word Spirulina was heard by me during the COVID situation when there was a lot of I mean issue COVID critical situation is going on. I heard of the word Spirulina through the TV channels. I mean, basically, I have a company in USA which is
Mm,
into IT. So, lots of my consultants, and they used to tell me that they used to consume spirulina
mm,
for increasing their immunity. So, there how the root cause of the spirulina hub is started.
okay.
So, I started researching a lot of things. I mean, what is the spirulina and why it is required for upcoming generations? In
Mm,
what way it is helpful for everyone? And simply to say that, I mean, spirulina is one of the powerhouse of a lot of vitamins, proteins, carbohydrates, and health conscious things, especially in increasing the immunity. So, immunity is the basic thing which the human body consists of. I
mm,
mean, to fight against the disease, to work a lot, to have the energy, and everything is depend upon the immunity of a human body. There how the research is started. And when it comes to spirulina, if I want to say it's not a single word, it has been generated from ancient days. I mean, it is been in use, but it has came to the market when the COVID situation arises in the world.
mm,
So there it started. I mean, in the European countries and the US countries, the spirulina is consumed in the form of a product in the supermarkets.
mm,
In India, we were less known, but majorly with the feed companies, especially for the poultry industry, for the cattle industry, for the formulation of nutritional health tablets, powders, capsules, which will be helpful in increasing the hemoglobin, increasing the body strength, forming the muscle strength, and I mean decreasing the hair fall, increasing the weight. Sorry, decreasing the weight, and in a lot of I mean, see if at all keep on telling about this spirulina and its uses, there is no end. The first spirulina was used by Mexican people at the lake of Texcoco
mm,
in the form of like chickis. I mean, now we were using chickis, right? In the form of chickis, they used to collect this spirulina from the lake Texcoco, and they used to use it. And then after moving onwards, I mean, when the things are going on, so nobody is know about it. Then later on, the scientists, when they do an expedition in Africa, so they found this spirulina, reinvented this spirulina, and they started, I mean, applying to the humans. to all the people, I mean, wherever the possibilities are required.
Sorry to
And
interrupt you there, sir. First, let's understand, because our audience, most of the audience does not know what the basic form of spirulina is, right? So I read
okay,
from your LinkedIn bio that it is
okay,
some 3.6 billion years old
yes,
superfood, right? So can you
yeah.
start from there if possible?
Yeah, see, I mean, it's an old. I mean, as I said, it's an ancient, valuable nutritional thing. I mean,
Mm.
if at all we want to say, it's a kind of vegan product.
Okay.
It is formed from a microalgae, which is a blue-green algae,
Hmm.
and it is used by humans, animals, cattle, and even whatnot. I mean, wherever the possibility we have.
Mm.
Nowadays, the people are, I mean, reformulating, doing NDP into biogas, synthetic, I mean, covers. Lot
Mm.
of plates are prepared, lot of health capsules. Like, see, even we were byproducting it into lot of products like soaps, shampoos, hair oils, chocolates. Even we now in Denmark, me and my son, we were consuming these Spirulina chocolates.
Mm. Mm.
Because see, the main problem with the Spirulina is it seems like a blue-green algae, and people think that algae. It's not an algae, to be frank. It comes from a plant-based
Mm.
plant-based organism.
Right.
So, but it is cultivated in the form of a water. I mean, like fish cultivation.
Correct.
So, if you take an example, if you see the whale, if you see the sharks, they
Mm.
were bigger in size. They were taller in size. They were very healthy because they consume spirulina under the depth of the oceans.
Mm. Mm.
So it can be applicable to the same human beings as well. So
Right.
it can be,
So for example, see, I mean, let's take an example of a pond, say, right? So
yeah,
sometimes when the water stagnates, there is a green algae that forms, right?
yes.
So is that spirulina or is it something else?
No, 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 no. See, the spirulina, we create the, I mean, see, the spirulina is cultivated in three forms.
Hmm.
One is the pond race. I mean, wherever we create a pond like fish tanks,
Mm-hmm.
and we cultivate this spirulina. We call it as pond cultivation. The second one is bioreactor, where we avoid the I mean, the contamination of the pollution. See, there are a lot of pollutions happens, right? Because we make this water to get into a ocean environment
Okay.
by adding I mean, by adding the salt, normal salt, by adding some chemicals like which are not harmful. See,
Mm.
if we take, I mean, for making bread, we
Mm.
use Easter, right? So it's a powder. I mean, nobody knows it. But until unless we add, I mean, this Easter to the bread, I mean, wheat, then only we can create the bread, right? So
Right.
that's how in the same form, to create a natural spirulina pond,
Mm.
we create the environment of the ocean in the ponds.
Okay.
When it comes to the bioreactors, there will be bioreactor tanks, and which will be run the spirulina algae, I mean the water into the tubes, and
Mm.
it is cultivated in the tubes, and it's collected in the form of the normally filter tanks.
Mm.
So there are two kinds of things which are happening.
Mm.
And when it comes to, I mean, there is one more cultivation which is very difficult. I mean, it should be in an enclosed thing. We have to do it, and it takes a lot of economic and it takes a lot of efforts as well.
Mm.
But
Mm.
that gives you end results will be more. But as of now, when it comes to the commercially cultivation in India or anywhere in the world, we were following only two kinds of cultivation. One is the pond cultivation, raised pond cultivation. Second one is bioreactors.
Right.
Yeah,
So again, I mean, I understood how we as humans cultivate it, but
yeah.
again, going back to my basic question of how it is formed in nature, right? So because from nature only we understood how to cultivate it, right?
Yes, right.
So
Yeah.
it
See, that's
in
what I
nature.
told you. That's
Uh-huh.
what I told you. When the scientists, I mean, went to Africa, they
Mm.
found it in a lake. So there is a lake where the African people are, I mean, naturally collecting this perlina, and they
Mm.
are harvesting beside the lake, and
Mm.
they were making it into form of some chickies. So
Okay.
yeah. See, it's naturally forms where we have a alkaline water. I
Mm.
mean, a salted water
Mm.
where we have a nature of the temperature, even in the race ponds or in the bioreactors also, we maintain certain temperature.
Mm.
According to the temperature and all the things, it's like planting a tree.
Right.
See, it's not a separate sector of any plant cultivation. It's a simply a plant cultivation. It is purely vegan. It's
Right.
not, we don't add any kind of, the meat content or something into the ponds or something else. It's, see, just the only thing is we get the environment of the pond to a ocean level,
Mm.
where in the deep sea of the ocean, deep of the ocean, this spirulina forms in the
Okay.
form of algae. But
Okay.
this algae is very beneficial for the human consumption,
Right.
where the fishes eats, where the whales eats, where the shark eats, and all these. That's the reason they were bigger in the size, they were taller in the height.
Mm.
So that's how. Even the same thing applies in the humans as well. If
Mm.
they consume this vegan in the form of powder, in the form of capsules, in the byproducts, like, see, nowadays a lot of people are implementing, converting this spirulina.
Mm.
People are, see, when it comes to a word algae gives some kind of an discomfort to the
Mm.
people.
Mm.
So what we are doing, we were formulating into soaps where they can use there for body.
Mm.
We were formulating for hair fall, for hair oil, for shampoos, for
Mm.
balms, lip balms, where we can use it for lip balms. And most of the US and UK countries, they were already have these counters in their supermarkets.
Right.
But
Right.
our own motto is, see, India is also biggest country, and why we cannot implement this and make our people healthy, make
Mm.
our country healthy. That is the major thing, and it was already approved by the Karnataka government during COVID itself.
Mm. Mm.
They made it a mandatory meal during COVID in the lunchtime.
Okay. Okay.
That's, we were planning. We were planning. We were reaching most of the other governments as well to
Right.
make understand about this Pellina and how it, because it's increased the mortality of the people. To be frank,
Mm.
and
Mm.
a lot of people are consuming it. The
Right.
main two content of the spirulina are chlorophyll and psychophin.
Okay.
Psychophin boosts the energy of the human beings or animals or anyone else. Chlorophyll, which is good for digestion,
Mm.
which increases the immunity, which is good for this eyesight as well.
Right.
So that's what. And
That's
it
where the
consists
green
of,
color comes from as well, right? From chlorophyll.
yeah, and it consists of lot of vitamins.
Mm. Mm.
Vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin K,
Okay. Okay.
and a lot of minerals like iron, potassium, magnesium.
Mm. Mm.
So lot of, see, when we go in depth of this Pellina, there are a lot of things which is need to be known. It's a days of conversation, to be frank.
Right.
And a lot of scientists nowadays, when they are, even the scientists itself,
Mm.
they heard of it when it is certified by who? It is a superfood of the nature.
Mm.
And NASA scientists, astronauts, they
Mm.
consume the spirulina when they go into the space.
Right.
It is one of the dietary supplement for them, because they cannot cook and everything. They cannot do or whatever they want in the space, right?
Mm.
So they take spirulina with them and they consume there,
Okay.
which gives lot of benefits for them.
Right. Right.
That's what. And there is no side effects by consuming this. It's the major advantage is the only one spirulina can increase the body weight of a person, can
Mm.
decrease the body weight of a person.
Okay.
This
Okay.
spirulina can, mold the body of a person. It can shape the body of a person.
Mm.
The way you consume, there is the proposition how to apply this spirulina, in what way of the consumption they want. The minimum consumption of this spirulina per day would be 2 to 3 grams per day. They can
Okay.
consume with the salads. They can consume with the eggs. They can consume with the fruit juices. They can sprinkle it on the salads or anything, or they can directly consume it.
Mm. Mm.
That's how.
Right, right. Yeah. So, I mean, you mentioned that part about yeast, right? So, yeast is nothing but, I mean, a form of bacteria that
Yeah,
helps
right.
the dough to rise, right?
Yes.
And spirulina, you said it's completely vegan, right?
Yes.
There is no animal-based thing
No,
in
no.
it.
I took an example. I took an example.
Okay.
See, for making bread, we add Easter to form. To make the wheat into a bread.
Hmm. Hmm.
In the same way, for growing spirulina, we add salt. We
Okay.
add other like other chemicals. There are not
Natural
chemicals also. We
chemicals.
can say it like
Yeah.
baking powder.
Right.
Baking powder, it gives the food to the spirulina in the
Okay.
ponds.
Okay.
I mean, the spirulina is a single cell organism. It's also living organism.
Mm-hmm.
And when we add the mother cells to the pond, it generates baby cells. So
Okay.
to feed this baby cells of the spirulina, we add I mean the salt, the baking soda, and all these things, and it goes into a mother cell. And the lifespan of the spirulina is no end date.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no end date.
No
But when
expiry
it
date.
comes to the consumers, yeah, when it comes to the consumers, they assumes, I mean, see, whenever we go to a supermarket, we definitely, when we take a product from the cell, we definitely look it into the manufacturing date and the end date.
Right.
Right? So that's what. I mean, we generally prefer like 4 years or 6 years, but there is no end life to the spirulina. See,
Okay.
if you have a spirulina bag with you, and when your grandparents has bought it and they
Mm.
kept it in somewhere in your house,
Mm.
and you get it and I mean move it to the pond again, it start regenerating again.
Okay. Okay.
That's how. So
Okay.
the same thing. I mean, the
Right.
spirulina, it's a wonderful vegan product, to be frank.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I understood that. So another thing that I would like to understand is so you may, I mean, since you are in this field for long, so you must have heard about the term plankton, right? Which
Yeah.
fish and other, I mean, sea animals also eat, right?
Yes, right.
So can we say that spirulina is a one step or two step version of plankton?
So
Is it something we
I
believe?
can say it would be two steps of this plantain, because see, the major thing is this Spirulina family itself has divided a lot of conservations of the plants, to be
Hmm.
frank.
Hmm.
It regenerates the plant's strength as well. And
Okay.
there is a family separation of this Spirulina. Majorly in the market, we use only two kinds of this Spirulina, which is the Plantasis and the Maxima. These are the two. But the major availability, major cultivation, what is happening in the market right now is Plantasis. The
Hmm.
Plantasis is the only tool which can be, I mean, only breed which can survey in all the environments, whether
Okay.
it may be cold environment, whether it may be moderate environment. Maxima, when it comes to a situation where we need to maintain lot of temperature,
Hmm.
so that cannot be sustained in all the ways. It should be maintained with a lot of cool environment, and a lot of environment is required. That takes a lot of cost effective. So
Right.
that's the reason most of the I mean the cultivating industries of the spelina, they use plants majorly.
Okay.
Yeah, and may see when it comes to spelina, we have only the two things in spelina. One is cyclophilin and chlorophyll. So
Hmm.
these are the two things which are majorly extracted from spirulina, and that can be consumed in lot of ways. That can be formulated in lot of ways.
Hmm.
That's how.
Right, right. So, I mean, you gave us a brief understanding of the nutrients in spirulina, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'll take an example. So, I mean, say because today we are all working in a fast-paced world.
Yes, right.
There is no time to eat proper food. We eat fast food,
Exactly.
junk food,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, incorporating spirulina, I mean, today it is in the form of tablets, in the form of powder, I am guessing, right?
Yes.
And you said it can be sprinkled in salads, in our foods, in our
Yeah.
juices. We can take tablets, right?
Yes.
But I mean, how does it differentiate between a proper meal and I mean, supplement? Because if I just have spirulina, it will not. I mean, my hunger will still be there, or I mean, I need to supplement it with some food, or can I take
No.
it just alone?
See, it's like, to be frank, see, you are having a daily meal every day, right?
Hmm.
Along with that, you need some kind of protein
Hmm.
which can make your body to function properly on
Hmm.
everyday basis.
Hmm.
In the same way, spelina, whatever the food you are consuming, if there is a lack of some vitamins, if there is some lack of minerals, if there is some lack of proteins, then spelina is the first dietary supplement which can add up your meal.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. When it comes to hunger, yes, it's decrease the hunger. It's increase the hunger as well.
Hmm.
For kids, it's increase the hunger.
Okay.
For a fatty guy or someone else, there should be a lot of cholesterol extraction has to be done. That can be done by spirulina.
Hmm.
That's how. See, it's works in both the ways.
Hmm.
The guy who fat, he can become a lean guy. In the same way, if if you add spirulina to your meal along with your meal every day, if let us take an capsule, if
mm,
you take capsule a day, two, one in the morning and night in the after your meals every day,
mm.
it gives you a lot of required minerals, proteins,
Okay.
carbohydrates, and whatever the things you require in a daily day. And that's how. And it increases your body, it maintains your body cholesterol, it maintains your sugar levels, it maintains your whatever the day consumptions, I mean, whatever the things you need. I mean, if it comes, if you were to, I want to tell you, 1 gram of spirulina contains apples, bananas, spinach, meat, red meat, eggs, and lot of, see, if you take a single gram of spirulina, it consists of lot of vegetables and everything. So if you ask me, if I take a capsule of spirulina per a day and that decrease my I mean appetite, that I can that we cannot give you assurance, but I can give you assurance that a spirulina with your meal can keep your body in a condition. Even our body will become a powerhouse with all
Right.
the required lack of, I mean, whatever the lack of minerals, proteins, and carbohydrates we are missing, we were getting with that in such
Right.
a way.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So we
yeah.
can simply say that it's a supplementary diet along with with a meal.
Yeah, so I was reading in your website that 1 gram of spirulina is equal to 1 kilogram of vegetables,
Yes,
right?
1 kilogram. Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, I don't want our audience to confuse it with that you should consume spirulina and discard all the vegetables, right?
Yeah, I
And it's
understand, Raj. Yeah. You got to the point. Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
right.
I mean, see, it's a diet, it's a supplementary diet. I mean,
Right.
along with our meal, which can add lot more proteins, which can add lot more vitamins, which can add lot more whatever the essential
Mm,
amino acids.
mm,
So
mm,
whatever the body required.
mm,
So that's way. I mean, see, having 1 gram of spirulina is equal to 100 grams of vegetables.
mm.
In a such a way, I mean, having one tablet in the morning, one tablet in the evening, so you can understand how much strength, I mean, how the things works in our daily life.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, I mean the doses and all should be a doctor or nutritionist recommended also, right?
No, I mean, see, when if a person is having some, I
Mm,
mean, heredity issues,
mm.
they only has to consult the doctor.
Okay.
So the people, if the common people like you and me, if we
Mm,
are okay and we are consuming normal capsules, I mean, for a
mm,
headache, we
mm,
consume a tablet, right, to
mm.
reduce our headache. For some kind of fever, we take paracetamol. In such a way, spirulina capsule is also in such a way where we can consume it for a dietary supplement, and it was not made with any formulations or anything else. It's a naturally grown. It's a naturally grown product,
Right.
just like having a fruit from a plant. That's it.
Mm, mm, mm. Understood. So, yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to tell to the audience here is don't confuse spirulina with weight loss by discarding all the other foods and just having spirulina tablets and getting all the nutrients,
Yeah,
right? We
exactly.
need to
I got it.
have
Yeah.
other foods in our diet also, right?
Yes.
Because there is an upcoming drug, sir. If you, I mean, I don't know if you know about it. It's called Ozempic, right?
Okay.
Which one tablet you take, it will kill your hunger for I think 7 to 8 hours,
No. It's
right?
not a hunger
So
killer.
yeah, right.
It's not
That's what.
hunger killer. It's immunity booster. It's a food supplement
Right.
which was certified by who, which
Mm,
was consumed by NASA,
mm.
and 1 gram of spirulina is equal to 100 grams of vegetables. That's I as everyone has to aware of it, and
Right.
it's an added bonus advantage of their keeping healthy. That's all.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean that's what I wanted to clear because people often, I mean, interpret or
Yeah,
misinterpret
a lot of
in their
assumptions
own way.
happens in the market that I understand. Yeah,
Right, right.
it's good. I mean, you are clarifying everything to the people. It's happy.
Right, right. And so you mentioned all these nutrients, macro and micronutrients, right?
Yeah.
Vitamin A, B. So what would you say is spirulina most beneficial for? So is it one particular nutrient or macro or micro or specific to protein, or it's all, it covers everything in equal proportions?
It covers everything in equal proportion. See, it depends upon, see, what their body is lacking. That will be I mean utilized. I mean from spirulina
Hmm, okay. Okay. So you take it and then,
when you consume it. So
okay.
you will become healthy by consuming this spirulina in all the ways. So
Okay.
that's how. And it's a mix of, see, I told you, I mean, it's a powerhouse to be frank. And see, lot of research is going on spirulina.
Mm.
Lot of PhD holders, lot of, I mean, scientists in the world, they were
Mm.
trying to formulate in a number of ways.
Right.
Because the only reason why the formulation is going on is spirulina, as I said, it comes from a algae family, right? So
Mm.
it would be, it is a smell like a fish. I mean, to be frank, it's
Mm.
not like fish, completely fish, but
Mm.
it smells like a, because it's grown in the water, right?
Right.
So that's how. So a lot of, I mean, byproducts are implementing from this where the consumers can easily consume for their healthy purpose.
Mm.
That's how. And a lot of formulations are going for biofuel where they want to, I mean, see, a lot of bio waste is going on in the market, right?
Mm.
So
Mm.
to reduce that and all the things, these proteins which are available, the cyclophinin which is available, chlorophyll which is available in the spirulina, they were trying it to into moleculation, and the moleculation is used in the biotanks and where the electricity and biogas is going to. And recently, I think, I mean, yeah, in Nellore, recently they started one of the biogas plant through spirulina,
Mm.
and it is running very well. If that clicks well and it gets approval from the Andhra government, and a lot of biogas plants are going to be improved toward the, I mean, India, to be frank.
Right, right. So tell me, sir, one thing. I mean, I understood your point about this being picking up pace from COVID, right?
Yeah,
But since this is a superfood and we get so much nutrients from it, why is it that it's not incorporated in our food so much? I mean, like for example, if I go to a store, right,
yeah,
to buy some chips, right, for
yes,
example, or
yeah,
for example, some bread, right?
yeah,
So it can be incorporated in the bread, it can be incorporated in the chips as a powder, right?
yes,
It can be coated in the powder with salt, right?
yes,
So why is it not common, I mean, in the markets today? Is it
yeah.
something? Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. When it comes to that question, yeah. To be frank, see, uh, when we realize, I mean, when a situation comes only, we realize something, right?
Okay.
So in such a way, everybody knows about spirulina,
Mm.
not to the common people. It
Mm.
is known to the manufacturers, like feed manufacturers
Mm.
who manufacture the cattle feed, who manufacture the I mean what we say poultry feed, who
Mm.
manufacture the pork feed, horse feed, and all the things.
Okay.
It was commercially used
Okay.
before COVID,
Mm.
because it's an algae family, it comes from the plant, and when they mix it up, the growth of the, I mean, the animal husbandry, I mean, what all the industry, I mean, where we are consuming right now, it increases strength of them. When
Mm.
it comes to the human consumption, it is utilized only in the US and UK.
Mm.
And the people in US and UK, they know well about spirulina. In India, yes, people are aware of it. But there is a phobia. I mean, you know, right? I mean, we feel when it comes to from an algae family,
Mm.
simply they take it as algae.
Mm.
They don't treat this as medical. So that's what the things are happened. But once it was known and heard by the US and UK people slowly, I mean, it can be consumed by the human beings, and
Mm.
it was utilized by the NASA people, and it was certified by the HU. Then we started cultivating
Mm.
the production of spirulina in India,
Okay.
especially from the what we can say from Chennai base.
Okay.
From Chennai base, I mean, you have bigger for factories like Pari Nutraceuticals. They develop around like 100 acres of
Mm.
spirulina.
Okay.
So the people gone there, they have watched it, and the employees of the Pari Nutraceutical, they consume every day.
Mm.
So it gave a trust to the people that yes, it is a consumable product,
Okay.
and it can be consumed by the humans, and which can be increase their health immunity, which
Mm.
is beneficial for the proteins, which is beneficial for the, in such a way it started, I mean, spreading the word in the market in such a way it is try to spread over all the, I mean, districts or states in the AP and Telangana, and even in the Tamil Nadu and other states, and
Mm.
people started cultivating it.
Mm.
When
Mm.
we have a bias, then we started, I mean, producing it, right?
Right.
That's how. And in the same way, why people has not inculcated in the form of byproducts in the earlier? Because there are people who are aware of it, the
Right.
scientists, or the people who are known about spirulina, they used to consume it. When the consumption of the spirulina increased, people are okay. I mean, by consuming it in single time or the first time or the second time or the third time. When it comes to the fourth time, they were, I mean, looking for the other options.
Mm-hmm.
See, taking in a capsule form, taking in a powder form, it was making some uneasy for them. Then the companies like us, we started, okay, why don't we? I mean, lot of products are getting into byproducts, right? So in such a way, why don't we start byproducting it into shampoos, into oils, where it is beneficial in all the ways. So
Right.
earlier it is used to be only used in the form of capsules and powders. They used to consume it. Then after we thought of dividing it into or fiber into byproducts like
Mm.
laddus, shampoos, and all the ways where people can reach it and they can consume it either ways or the other way. They can consume it, right? So
Right.
that's how.
Right.
And
Yes.
even for the kids also, we started making the chickies. We have started making the chocolates. So
Okay.
that's how. So
That's
people
good.
now we had a tie with few of the schools in India,
Mm-hmm.
bigger schools. I don't want to let the name of the schools.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the schools, the corporate schools, they were making the children to have this spelling because
Mm.
we made the schools to understand about the value of this spelling, and
Mm.
we are trying to reach the Telangana and Andhra as well to reach the governments and make sure that it is implemented in the midday meal or somehow where it can reduce the malnutrition.
Right. Right.
See, there is a lot of malnutrition. Things are happening in India, and somehow we can sort it out in this way at least.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be a helping hand to the government as well, right? From my side. So
Right.
that's all.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great initiative, right?
Yeah.
And so so from the conversation, I understood that at the moment, yeah, you are making byproducts, but in its purest form, the cultivation, you are also making it in the form of tablets and powders,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now, say suppose I sprinkle some powder in my khichdi, for example.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So the khichdi will have a bit of a fishy smell. That's what I understood, right?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
No, everyday consumption, people will expect something new,
Mm.
right?
Right.
That's how we started. See, let me tell you an example. Earlier, if you take some kind of shed company,
Mm.
see, let us take a brand. I mean, we don't want to mention any company's name. Let's
Sure.
take a shed company.
Sure.
If the shed company is making one kind of shed, when people are saturated with the one kind of shade,
Mm.
so definitely they look for the second options, right?
Mm. Mm.
So they expect some kind of design, they expect some kind of variation in that.
Mm.
In such a way, the powder form and the capsule form and the tablet form is the common form which is consumed by all the humans.
Okay.
Okay. But the people are looking, I mean, as the companies are growing, people are looking to consume it in a different way.
Mm.
Means see, everyone will not be using salad,
Right.
everyone will not be using the juices,
Right.
everyone will not be having eggs every day. So all these things. So we thought of making it use either, if not the tablet form, if not the capsule form, if not the powder form,
Mm.
at least they can consume, having the spirulina in the form of soaps, in the form of shampoos, in the form of chocolates, in the form of biscuits, in the
Right.
form of laddus.
Right.
So whatever the way, what all the humans consume in their daily basis.
Mm.
So
Mm.
it gives them easy to consume it.
Mm.
So that's what we do. We came into the, doing it into byproducts. That's how.
Right. Right. Got it. I mean, you are basically manufacturing more byproducts so that the consumption
Yeah,
is
the
being,
consumption will
right?
be where we can reduce the malnutrition as well. If a person see now, mouth advertising is the best advertisement in the world. I
Mm.
can tell you that's for sure. Being an entrepreneur, I can tell you that. See, being an entrepreneur, I made my son to have one chocolate. Initially, it
Mm.
took me around like 15 days.
Mm.
He was afraid of taking this chocolate. But when I gave him the Cadbury, he had it like just in such a way.
Mhm.
But when it comes to my own product, so it took a lot of time, right? So that's what, I mean, taking an example at my home. So I thought the world around me is also my family, right?
Mhm.
So then only I can spread, get into the market a lot, and I
Absolutely.
can make people understand about my product. So that's the reason. So these all the byproducts are came into the market.
Mm.
And we were recently trying, recently I had a call with one of the Florida company by name True Life. They were
Mm.
trying to patch up with us from India.
Okay.
and they want all our byproducts. They can start getting the FDA approval from the government in the US, and they want to sell our products in USA. That is one of the, after coming here, the call was done.
Right.
That's what.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, so help me understand. So I understood your organization manufactures these byproducts, right? So how is it placed in the market? So is it B2B more? Is it B2C more? D2C more? How is
It's
it?
see, I mean, as of now, we did only B2B.
Okay.
As of now, but we as a lot of, I mean, the people like you are understanding about the spelling, the companies, I mean, the food manufacturing companies, nutraceutical companies, and child manufacturing companies, and protein, the diet making companies, and wellness and fitness companies, they were trying to reach me.
Mm.
So I thought of making it to be going for a B2C as well.
Okay.
As of now, we did only B2B, and we thought of going for B2C because there would be a lot of more wings where we can spread into the market,
Mm.
and people can understand, and a lot of reach will be there. So as of now, we did only B2B, and even for the reason I came to Denmark also.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Great, great. So, I mean, if I have to name some products in your organization, right? So, if you want to be specific and tell us what specific products your organization manufactures based on spirulina, if you help us
Yeah.
understand
Yeah. See, the five things which we are doing well in the market on our dry products are, first one is soaps. We have soaps, three kind of soaps. One is soap, normal soap, spirulina, completely spirulina soap.
it. Okay.
Second one is spirulina with aloe vera,
Mm.
spirulina with charcoal. So these are the three soap variants which we are doing right now.
Mm.
Another one is spirulina shampoo,
Okay.
which is which controls your dandruff, which strengthens your hair knots.
Mm.
So that one, and the second one is hair oil. And I mean, the sixth one is I think we can go for bombs. I mean, lip balms, face balms, and
Right.
all the balms. Another one is the lotion.
Okay.
Yeah, body lotion. The other one is sunscreen
Okay.
and spirulina tablets and powder.
Okay.
So these are the major bread products. And recently we were trying to work on, the
Mm.
chocolates for the kids,
Okay.
and laddus for the elders.
Right.
Yeah. So these are, I mean, these are all the things which were eagerly marketing in the market, and things are, and we have good response from the people as well. The people who are consuming it, they were giving the good reviews, and if you go through the reviews in our website, you can find it. Yeah,
Mm.
people are very satisfactory in using all these things, and
Okay.
we use it daily basis.
Mm.
All the things we use our daily basis, even our family and friends who are known to me, they use and they consume. And before getting the product into the market, I prefer going in my family, in my network. It makes easy to get the proper feedback on the product.
Right.
That's how we were getting into the market, Ranjan.
Right, right. So if someone has to order your product, say for example, I'm a normal consumer, right? I
Okay.
want to use your product. So is it only available through your website, or I can order it from Amazon or from some other website?
See, earlier we used to go with Amazon.
Mm.
Later on, a lot of issues has happened in delivering the products. I mean, it has not delivered on time. Then
Mm.
now we decided to go with the website only. If someone orders from the website directly, we have a sales team and distribution team.
Mm.
They directly, I mean, do whatever the things required and make sure that the product reaches the customer, and until from packing to the delivery, and from there, then after 1 week we follow up with the customer and make sure we get the feedback, and we ask them if they feel good or bad, we ask them to give a review for us, so it
Mm.
makes easy to understand the common people as well. That is our motto, to be frank. So
Right.
initially we were working in such a way. Was the I mean, as I said, you as I came to Denmark, and we were tying up with one of the US company. So
Mm.
we were working in all the ways. If things goes well, again we'll go for online. But as of now, we were going through the website to make sure that the person should understand why he's taking the product from us.
Right.
Amazon won't do it for us, right?
Mm.
So that's the reason we were personally taking care of the shipment, the delivery, and the reviews and everything.
Right.
That's what.
Right. Yeah. So if our viewers want to avail and I mean see these products or consume them, they can go to spirulinahub.com. Right. I will provide all the links in the video description
Yeah.
and the pinned comments so
Yes.
that it's easier for everyone to
Yeah.
go and check. Right. So, sir, tell me one thing. I mean, I won't. I mean, bother you on the cost so much, right? But if I
Okay.
have to say, I want your product from, I mean, the powder form, in the powder form and the
Okay.
tablet form. So, for a normal person, on an average, how much it will cost?
See, if the see, it depends upon the tablet. See, we have 60 tablets, we
Hmm.
have 30 tablets, we have 90 tablets.
Okay.
The person who generally wants to consume it, he has to consume for at least 60 days.
Okay.
60 days. So if we go for 30 tablets,
Hmm.
I mean, it may be capsule or tablets. Either way, sir, the tablets, the formula, I mean, the formation is different. That's all.
Okay.
Capsule and tablet will contain both the percentage of the spirulina.
Hmm.
When it comes to the 30 tablets, it would be 180 rupees.
Okay.
Yeah. When it comes to 60 tablets, it's of 400 rupees.
Okay.
Yeah, 400 rupees.
Okay.
And when it comes to 90, it's of 720 rupees.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. If you ask me why, the container changes and a lot of the interconnectivity changes. When it comes to powder, we have 100 grams, 250 grams, 500 grams, and kg. So
Okay.
that's up. When it comes to 100 grams, it's of 220 rupees.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and somehow the variation, and they can find every rate in the website. No problem at all.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And
That's
they
great.
can directly order it from the website, and they can have the shipment from us. But my only request is, once after having the product, they have to consume and give us the right feedback or wrong feedback. Anything is fine. We are ready to take it, and we want to improve ourselves.
Absolutely. I mean, that's very important to have the
Yeah.
feedback
The
and also
feedback is
improve.
always must for us.
Yeah.
So if there are some situations, I mean, we ask the customers, we call them.
Mm.
We personally call them, we ask them for the feedback. When we ask them if they were available, and if see, there are people who are not aware of the all these websites and reviews, all the things. Even we ask them if the possible, we will ask them to update, give
Right.
us the feedback, whether it may be positive or negative. We are ready to face it.
Right. Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and business and entrepreneurship grows from that, right? I mean, from
Yeah,
feedback.
yeah.
So it's
No, no. I mean, lot of people just sell the product, and they live about, I mean, how the things. See, business is not business always. There are some business related with the business.
right. Absolutely.
That's what we believe in Spirulina.
Right.
And that's the reason the Spirulina is started.
Right.
We started with a motto to avoid this malnutrition in the market.
Right.
That's what.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, and I mean, we align with our motives because my motive of having these podcasts is spreading, I mean, good health,
Knowledgeable.
good
Yeah, good health.
lifestyle
Yeah,
to people,
understood.
right? So
It's a
that,
good initiation, Ranjan, to be frank.
right, so that I mean, our country, the citizens, I mean, upcoming generations, they remain fit,
Yes.
right? We leave behind a legacy, and our GDP grows, right?
Yeah, and healthy kids are the healthy nation, to be frank, at
Right,
the end of the moment.
right,
So that's
absolutely.
what we have to build up, that's for sure. I
Yeah.
understood. See, I mean, to be frank, I gave a lot of podcasts to other people.
Mm.
But as I'm interested in US, I have gone through your company website, and I found that, yes, you are making whatever the things we are, I mean, we are correlated.
Yes.
I mean, we were almost all 80% of matchup in making things to let know the market
Mm.
what all the products has to be consumed by the people, and which product is healthy, and what we have to consume to be healthy in upcoming futures.
Right,
That's what.
right.
I was impressed in that. So that's the reason I understood. And even though I'm busy, I thought of giving you the podcast. That's the reason.
Thank you so much, sir. I mean, for considering me and considering Nibble Well Foods. And
No, no, not at all. We are here to help our world. I mean, there should be some people who has to communicate and make things understand about the healthy things. See,
yes,
health is wealth always.
absolutely.
When we don't have any health, and we will not have any wealth also.
Right,
So when we have a good health, everything happens in the home. That's what
absolutely.
I believe.
Yep,
And I want to make every Indian has to believe and should have healthy food.
right,
And we will have a healthy India and healthy Indians.
Absolutely.
In eradicating this malnutrition issue in
Mm,
India.
mm.
If we were healthy, things will fall in place very easily, to be
Right,
frank, in all
right.
the ways.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, since we are manufacturing healthy snacks, right? I'm considering including spirulina in our manufacturing process
Sure,
also, right?
sure.
So that it is more healthy,
Yeah,
with more nutrients,
exactly.
right?
Exactly. Anytime, Ranjan. No worries. I'm here to help you out, whatever the things you need. Yeah, I'm here to help. And because your motto is good, I understood. I loved it, to be
Mm.
frank. I'm here to help you out.
Right, right. Absolutely. So, sir, I mean, we understood what Spirulina is, we understood your organization, your products, right? So,
Yeah.
help us understand. I mean, so you are seeing today's lifestyle, right, of people. It's very
Yes.
fast paced. People don't have any time
Yes. Yes.
for themselves. They don't even have time to prepare food, right? They
Yes.
always dine out or they order food from Zomato, Swiggy, right?
Yeah.
So, what would be your advice to, I mean, such a lifestyle, and how do you think we can slowly change that through spirulina or through any other means?
Okay. See, at end of the moment, if you are healthy, your body is healthy, then you will be healthy, and you are healthy, your home will be healthy. If your home is healthy, then the world is healthy. So my word to the world is, see, I mean, yes, I understand the things are, I mean, when it comes to the old days to the current days, things are running fast. People has to run as per the time, as per the market, as per the situations. I understand, but end of the moment, when you are healthy, then things will fall in place at your place. If you are not healthy, whatever the things you are running after,
Mm,
finally at end of the moment, again you have to look after your health.
right, right.
So you, whatever the things you are, I mean, living behind right now, when you don't think about your health right now,
Mm,
so whatever the earnings you are earning in
yeah.
this fast pace, again you have to get back to the health, to make your health, I mean, to body and health, mind and soul healthy, you have to invest again. So
Mm,
my only concern is, whatever the food, whatever the, yeah, I understand we have to run in the market, we have to make sure that we should be, I mean, with the people who are fast forward, I mean, before us.
mm,
But end of the moment, what makes them to be healthy?
right.
I mean, even though they were running fast, whether they were making their health healthy or not, that is the major step. We have to look after it. End of the moment, there is a saying, health is wealth.
Absolutely.
When
Yeah.
you run after the wealth, health will be neglected.
Mm, mm,
And whatever the consumption you are making now, it's a body.
mm,
It's a temple, to be frank, I can tell you that.
yeah. Yeah.
If you don't safeguard your body, it doesn't make anything, whatever the health industry have said already.
Mm,
There are seven friends in the world.
mm,
That is must, first of all.
mm,
Then after, all the things will fall in place.
right.
That's what I believe. And yeah, I understand, because of the current situations, people are consuming a lot of junk food. I don't want to mention it as a junk food. Yeah, whatever they feel, they were having it. But end of the moment, they have to think that whether this makes my body health or not.
Mm, right.
Well, this will be useful for me for my future health.
Right.
That's what. If they make these variations, everything will be getting into at a point that yes, health is wealth. Then we have to consume good kind of the food
Mm,
which makes him and his home healthy.
right. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So true. So, I mean, obviously, I mean, if you don't take care of your health, all your wealth will be spent in maintaining or fixing your health, right?
100%. Yeah. That's what.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean, and I also want our viewers to understand, right, that I mean, if you sprinkle some spirulina on junk food, don't consider that food to be healthy.
No. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
No, it's a healthy, and I mean, see, consume in a proper way, you'll have a proper health. And
Yes.
yes, I mean, see, a lot of people, when it comes to spirulina, they think it's a algae. Leave about that algae.
Mm.
It's a plant-based cell. It's a vegan, and it is not cultivated with any other. I mean, see, for making fish to grow,
mm,
they add small fishes.
mm.
It's not like that. I mean, it's a like a plant which grows on the water. That's all,
Right. Yeah.
and it can blindly consumed by the vegans.
Mm, mm.
There is no issue of adding some kind of non-veggie things or thing into in cultivating spirulina in the ponds. It's a
Mm.
purely based on a water-based plant. It's a single cell organism. It's not a dead cell. Also, it's a single cell organism.
Right.
It grows and floats on the water. That's
Mm.
all.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a
When
superfood. Like, I mean, it's obvious,
no,
right?
when WHO and NASA was certified, so what else we required?
Mm. Yes.
They were consuming it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when they were consuming it, why can't we consume it?
Right.
That's
And
what my motto is to make aware of this.
mm, mm. Right.
We were not far behind. We were not far behind this. See, and the luckiest thing is that Felina will grow very well in Indian climate.
Mm, mm.
Not
Completely.
any other climates in Indian climate because we have very moderate temperatures
Mm,
and the cultivation of this spirulina required the same and it grows very well in
mm,
the Indian environment
mm,
majorly.
mm.
Yes, there are other countries which were doing it in a bioreactor way.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sunlight is required for making the I mean chlorophyll
Right.
photosynthesis to the spirulina that is abundant in India. To be frank,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, that was a great conversation and great knowledge, sir. So, thank you so much for, I mean, imparting such valuable knowledge because I was hearing the term spirulina for the past 2 years. I listened to some podcasts, right? I understood, I could relate it because I always maintain these healthy, informational journeys within me, right? But I wanted to make people aware also of it so that India also starts consuming it, right?
yeah,
And in their food, it is a superfood. Like we are having makhanas now, fox nuts, right?
yes,
Uh,
yeah.
all kinds of nuts. I mean, those are being considered as superfood, but in general, millets are being considered as superfood. But our old
Yeah,
civilization were consuming it, right? For our, I don't know how many years, right?
yeah, Ranjan. I mean, we were going to the back days. If you recollect, things are, I mean, moving back to the olden days.
Right.
I mean, things are changing in the same way. The cycle is moving back. I mean, the people see earlier people does not think about the health, to be frank.
Mm,
Now they started after COVID, they started thinking about the relations. They started thinking about the healthy. They started consuming about the healthy foods like millets.
mm,
I mean, immunity boosters.
mm.
See, even when it comes to moringa, it gives you good. I mean, it consists of lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Earlier, nobody used to have moringa. Now, people started consuming it in such a way, people are going back to the healthy conditions.
Right.
They were trying to create the healthy movements, healthy relationships, healthy body in the just like in the olden days.
Right.
So happy that we were upfront and we are making aware of the people and the people like you are gathering the information from the companies like us and sharing the information with the people in the form of the videos, which would be very helpful to all the people who really make sure that they were healthy.
Right.
They are healthy and their family is healthy. At the end of the moment, when the families are healthy, India is healthy.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
we should go with that motto. And to be frank, I'm happy that we are connected. We will be connected in all the ways, whatever the way we required. And thanks for your time and thanks for your patience. You have been following up with me from the past 1 week. I'm sorry I've been traveling. That is one of the major reason. Now I got settled. Yeah. Now from moving forwards, we will be doing a lot of podcasts.
Right.
No worries.
Right. And I mean, that's great, sir. And don't, it's not a problem. I understand you were traveling. So
Yeah.
it's
No,
just
I
that,
mean it's happened on of a sudden as the client requested.
right.
So I came back, Rajan. So I came. I have to come down. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be here some days, and let's see how the things goes.
Right, right, absolutely. I mean, it's great that we as Indians are also able to spread this in other countries, have
Yeah,
relationships in other countries, right?
yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's great.
To be frank,
So
yeah. I mean, people are fetching us. I mean, people are asking us.
mm,
Yeah, we
mm,
we were in the front stuff. To be frank, yes. Let's see how far we can make a healthy world,
sure,
whatever the way,
yeah, absolutely. All right, so
whatever
thank you
the
so much,
possible touch
sir.
of our hand. we can stretch to the world.
Hmm, hmm.
Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah,
All
thank you.
right.
Take care.
Thank you
Have a
so
good
much, sir,
day.
for your
Yeah,
precious
bye.
time.
Bye.
So, yeah, bye. And to all our viewers, please do like, share, and also put in your comments, I mean, in our videos, so that it will help us to grow and spread more such knowledge with a larger
Yes.
audience, right? And
Yes.
also do not forget to subscribe our channel, and stay healthy, stay fit. So, thank you
Exactly.
so much, sir, for giving
Thank
us
you.
your
Thank you,
precious time.
Ranjan.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.